went into a lot of your target date retirement stuff. You're pretty hard on those retirement date funds, and I think it's just more the theory behind it. And I just see it's pretty hands off. Is that why? Like, why do you like them so much? And uh, have you considered changing that up at all?
I like them because they're hands off. I think that's the main reason, and it's I think it's I've had it suggested to me in a few different places as a solid solid place to look at. I think for my mentality for trying to not touch the retirement account,
Hmm.
it's pretty easy to just pick that and go with it. It has been a little bit since I've looked at it, since it's been a touch and not not look back at it after.
Right. Right.
So um, I think I would be open to other ways of looking at it, but I think just about anything you would have to be a little bit more hands-on than if you're
Yeah.
doing a target date fund.
Right. Yeah. It's basically it's just you have just different funds, right? And
Yeah,
you just select between, right?
yeah,
Um, yeah. No, I think we're by default put into the retirement date fund for most employer sponsored retirement accounts.
yeah.
Um, very cool. And yeah, is there anything else that's top of your mind that you want to mention here?
Um, I don't know.
We
I
covered a
think we
lot.
covered it. We covered it pretty well. I think a lot of people have different mentality for investments, and I think some people steering away, being even more hands off, would probably be good for them and
Hmm.
might be better than what I'm doing probably than some of those risky investments. Um, I think I think for me, I do like kind of going into depth a little bit with the things and getting a little more hands-on approach. So I like it. I like having a little bit of skin in the game to follow it. But I do think like if you're not wanting to be hands-on, like putting it in a robo advisor and putting your money into a target date fund, you're gonna be in a really good position. And if you have like a solid budget, I think another word of warning with like speculative type stocks is that it I know it gets like compared to gambling
Yeah.
fairly often, and I think it's a little bit different because I mean if you go to the casino, your odds are that you're going to lose, and if you invested in a stock, uh, on average, stocks generally trend upward. The good thing to take into account, though, which is a good comparison with gambling, is that it does get there is people that get taken over with it, and and that's easy to happen. And if you keep doing higher and higher, then you're likely it becomes that you're likely going to lose out on it because if you put in $1,000 and you get 100% return, then you put in $2,000 next time, maybe you get 100% return again, but then $4,000, and then if you lose all of that, then
Done.
that's where you're shot. So that's that's kind of uh, where it is a lot like gambling. If you do something like options and stuff like that, that you have a potential to lose all your money.
Yeah, I had a roommate who actually was in a pretty similar boat. Like not like unhealthy, but he definitely slowly started putting more and more and more and more in, and then he just
Mhm.
got a little bit overconfident at some point, and he lost it all. Um,
Mhm.
but we do have a question from John here. He says, "What do you think about investing in gold or like about like precious metals, etc., or oil, long or short term, good or bad?"